grand finalists. 4 losses in a row on the other side of the coin for the West Coast.
Welcome to another episode of Eagle Review, proudly brought to you by Chicken Treat and Benny Roberts. We're now at 3-4. Not the ideal start after going the first trifecta of the season. And Carlton Draft Derby number 39 belonging to the Purple Army. Where did it go wrong?
Disappointing. It's fair to say the obvious one is the goal kicking. Third week in a row we've had more scoring shots than our opposition and ended up losing, so hopefully we can turn it around this week against the Giants.
What's the remedy, Benny? I mean, the goal kicking practice every minute of the day, you know it's the focus at training. What do you do?
We've just got to keep training and get the guys confident in their ability, because they can all kick goals, Stephen. It's just about convincing themselves almost that they can do it in a game.
Brad Sheppard had a spectacular outing by his standards. He had it 22 times, 4 grabs, 3 of those contested. In fact, led the team with 11 contested disposals on the weekend.
Really coming along, really good game from Shep on the weekend. Spoke to him after the game. Obviously disappointed, but keen to keep his form going for the rest of the year.
Shannon Hurn, after missing over a month of footy, has come back with 21 touches, 7 marks, 4 tackles. Nothing to sneeze at. And you've just really got to be happy with a big workhorse.
Yeah, that's right. Very good to have him back in the back line. The marshal of defence, all the time rebounding out with that long rapier-like kicking. It's very good to see.
Will Schofield kicked one of the most unbelievable goals you've ever seen back in 2012 in that derby. He had bounce, dummy, bounce, handball, receive, bounce, snagger that brought the house down. Had the chance on the weekend. Too unselfish, Benny.
I think he might have been reminiscing, Stephen, about the one he kicked a couple of years ago.
Just daydreaming.
Hang on, deja vu. I'm doing it again. The car's mine. Not this week.
I think one of the main areas of disappointment was the crowd on the weekend, Benny. It was really pumped up, this Carlton Draft Derby. And what do you know? Only 10,000 have rocked up.
I thought it seemed quiet out there, and then I thought, there's a couple of empty seats out there. 10,000, though, very disappointing. What's your game?
Security very strict on the weekend. I think that was the problem.
Well, if you have a look at security all across the AFL across the weekend, Stephen, even at the G on Friday night, Mick Malthouse, senior coach of Carlton, wanders onto the ground. Security says, nah, mate, the other way, thank you.
Had a look at the Collingwood bench and quickly thought, hang on a minute, do I still coach them?
I wish I still did.
Not too bad. Time for our Chicken Treat West Coast roast of the round. Who are we going to hand it to, Benny?
Hate to do it, Stephen, but we have to give it to one of the guys in green. The umpires, this time it's a boundary umpire. Have a look at this piece of vision. Cruising down the boundary line, not having any awareness whatsoever. Crashes into Chris Mayne, could have been very ugly. Lift your eyes, son.
One of the harder hits for the day. Thanks for joining us here on Eagle Review, proudly brought to you by Chicken Treat.
Chicken Treat.
We'll see you next week.